I have a question for you farmers out there. Do you sometimes get frustrated when you see your crops growing and thriving at first and all of a sudden you see, well, this? Say hello to one of the many tiny culprits behind this issue, the leaf beetle. For many years after the ocean voyagers came ashore in the Pacific Islands to start a new life, agriculture played a crucial part in their survival, both for the past and present generations, because it provides food, income, and supports daily life for many communities. People depend on crops like taro, cassava, sweet potato, and vegetables to feed their families and support local markets. However, agriculture in the Pacific is affected by pests, especially leaf beetles. Like their name suggests, leaf beetles damage crops by eating the plant leaves. And when the leaves are destroyed, plants cannot grow properly because they cannot make enough food through photosynthesis by using sunlight. This results in smaller harvests and weaker crops. And for Pacific Island countries, this is a serious issue because many farmers rely on gardens to survive. Leaf beetles are a large and diverse group of insects belonging to the Chrysomelidae family. They are also classified by scientists within the order known as Coleoptera. Now, let's look at the reason why leaf beetles are classified in the order Coleoptera. This is specifically because they have two hard wing covers called the elytra. It acts as a cover for the soft flying wings underneath, making it one of the perfect wings in the animal kingdom for flying. I believe I can fly! After all, the word Coleoptera literally means the sheath wings. The elytra is a perfect example of nature's ingenuity that can be used as physics application to solve real-life situations. Such as the protective casing in impact physics, the elytra absorbs and distributes force when a beetle bumps into objects or is being attacked. This is similar to how helmets, phone cases, or car body panels spread impact energy to reduce damage. Not only that, but it also has lightweight strength. The elytra is hard but light, giving it strength without adding much mass. This follows the same physics used in aircraft panels, drones, and sports gear, where materials must be strong but lightweight to stay efficient, by reducing the drag force of having a heavy mass. Looking at the hinged motion of an elytra allows physicists to apply it into mechanics as well. The way elytra opens and closes works like hinged doors or airplane wing flaps. They rotate around a joint, allowing the beetle to switch between protection and flight without wasting energy. It is also useful in aerodynamic studies. When lifted during flight, the elytra helps stabilize the beetle, like how stabilizer fins or spoilers help control airflow in vehicles. Like all beetles in the order Coleoptera, they have mandibulate or chewing mouthpart. This chewing mouthpart structure is a defining beetle trait. However, an interesting fact about them is that they have test receptors called chemoreceptors on their tarsi, which is actually the last segment of their legs. The receptors detect plant chemicals such as sugars, toxins, and defensive compounds. This allows the beetle to decide within seconds whether or not the plant is suitable to eat. This is a common trait in pests, as pest species are host specific, meaning their food receptors are sensitive to only certain chemicals. In this case, a classic example would be the pumpkin leaf beetle. Leaf beetles are divided into many subfamilies and genera, including pumpkin and melon beetles, cucumber beetles, common tropical leaf beetles, flea beetles, including the willow and aquatic plant feeders. Pumpkins, which come from the same family as cucumbers, gourds, and squash, all release a toxin from their leaves known as cucurbitacins, which is bitter and unpleasant for humans to consume. But to the pumpkin leaf beetles, that's a whole different story. They are actually attracted to the toxin, that as soon as they land on the pumpkin leaf, their receptors allow them to go down in a feeding frenzy. Pumpkin leaf beetles, commonly known as red pumpkin beetles, undergo complete metamorphosis, which means their development occurs through 4 distinct stages: the egg, the larva, the pupa, and the adult. This type of metamorphosis involves a complete transformation of body structure and habits at each stage. The life cycle begins with the egg stage. After mating, the female beetle lays her eggs in the soil near the base of pumpkin and other cucurbite plants. The eggs are small, oval in shape, and yellow to orange in color. A single female can lay a large number of eggs, often ranging from 100 to 300 during her lifetime. Oof, talk about birth control.
He ain't lying.
Depending on environmental conditions such as temperature and soil moisture, the eggs hatch within 6 to 15 days. This stage is often difficult to detect because the eggs remain hidden in the soil. Once the egg hatch, the larvae emerge and remain underground. The larval stage is also known as the grub stage. The larva are slender, soft-bodied, and creamy white with a brown head and 3 pairs of small legs. During this stage, the larvae feed on plant roots, underground stems, and sometimes on fruits that touch the soil surface. This feeding weakens the plant, leading to wilting, poor growth, and in severe cases, plant death. The larval stage lasts about 13 to 25 days, during which the larvae pass through several growth phases known as instars.
And where did you hear this?
Wikipedia.
You know you can't trust Wikipedia, right?
That's just more lies from the Jedi.
After completing larval development, the insect enters the pupal stage. Pupation takes place in the soil inside a small earthen chamber formed by the larva. The pupa does not feed and remains inactive while internal changes occur. At first, the pupa is soft and pale, but it gradually darkens and develops into an adult. This stage usually lasts between 7 and 17 days, during which the larva tissues are reorganized into adult body structure. The final stage is the adult beetle. The adult pumpkin leaf beetle is bright red or reddish brown with a black underside and an oval-shaped body, measuring about 6 to 8 millimeters in length. Adult beetles emerge from the soil and move onto the plants, where they feed on leaves, flowers, and tender shoots. Their feeding creates holes in the leaves and can severely reduce plant growth, especially in young seedlings. Adults are active during warm weather and may live for 1 to 3 months. During this time, they mate and lay eggs, thereby continuing the life cycle. Now, although these beetles may cause plants to die out, they kind of serve a role in controlling the population of plants. By feeding on the plants, they act as gardeners that pick out and remove the weaker plants. This is essential since it reduces competition for space or nutrients between the plants, causing only the healthier ones to survive and benefit from all the nutrients and space. However, this is not to say that the leaf beetle is a hero, because in the Pacific, these insects are a nuisance if they are left unchecked. But in this case, they are being controlled by predators which include the parasitic wasps, that lay their eggs into the adult beetle, which slowly drain away all its nutrients until it hatches, causing the beetle to die. Other predators include native birds, spiders, geckos, and even the Pacific native ants such as the carpenter ant. But there is an issue. Because of climate change, most of the predators relocate to other regions, including native birds, whom, according to a research expedition which was led by Benjamin Freeman and Alexander Class Freeman, who were researchers from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, showed documented tropical bird species moving upslope in Papua New Guinea's mountains as climate warms up, illustrating how birds change their spatial distribution to track suitable habitats as the temperature rises. Frequent cyclones caused by climate change and human activities, such as deforestation, are leading causes in removing the habitat of many of these birds, causing a depletion in their number near communities. Not only that, but the native ant population are also under crisis due to their nemesis, which is the invasive fire ants. Fire ants are very aggressive and territorial. When they find another ant colony, they often attack it by swarming into the nest. They kill or drive away the other ants and may take over the nesting area or food resources. This behavior helps fire ants spread quickly and dominate an area. With less predators to control the leaf beetle population, they thrive in numbers under favorable conditions. Several generations may occur within a single growing season, making this insect a persistent and destructive pest of pumpkin and other cucurbite crops, making this an agricultural issue to many Pacific Island livelihood. One of the most successful and environmentally safe solutions is to use the neem oil, which is derived from the seeds of the neem tree. Neem oil works not as a quick poison, but as a biological disruptor that interferes with the normal growth, feeding, and reproduction of leaf beetles. The key biological component of neem oil is a group of compounds called liminoids, where the most important is known as the azadirachtin. When adult leaf beetles or larvae come into contact with the neem-treated leaves or ingest plant tissues coated with the neem oil, azadirachtin acts as an anti-feedant. This means that the beetle lose their appetite and stop feeding almost immediately. And the overall result? Healthy leaves, happy farmers, and a pumpkin patch that is beetle-free. At least for now. Better luck next leaf, little beetle.